Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, August 2nd, 2025. It's a day that's brought quite a wave of sadness, hasn't it? A lot of reflection across Tamil Nadu and really well beyond.
It really has. It's a heavy day for many. We're marking the loss of someone truly iconic.
Absolutely. And that's why today we're taking a deep dive into the life, the incredible legacy of Madhan Bob, a name everyone knows, really, for laughter, for talent.
Yeah, though his real name, S. Krishnamurthy, might not be as widely known. Actor, comedian, musician, just so multifaceted.
He passed away at 71 after battling cancer at his home in Adyar, Chennai.
Mm-hmm. And our goal today really is to unpack that journey, not just list the films.
Right. We want to get behind the laughter, look at the influences, maybe some surprising ones, and understand the quieter impact he had.
Exactly. We want you listening in to hopefully come away with a much deeper appreciation for this legend who, well, left us too soon.
Definitely. So where do we start with such a full life? His beginnings.
Let's start there. S. Krishnamurthy, born October 19th, 1953, in Chennai. He was actually the eighth child in the family.
Eighth. Wow.
Hmm.
And the name Madhan Bob, how did that come about?
Well, Madhon apparently came first. Simple reason, really. He shared the name Krishnamurthy with an uncle, and it was just causing confusion. Practicality.
Huh. Not some grand artistic choice then. I love that. And his early path wasn't immediately acting, was it? It was music, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Deeply rooted in music from early on. He learned guitar, even started an orchestra called Madhan and Babu with his brother, Padmanabhan, or Babu.
So music was the first love. Did he have formal training?
He certainly did, and quite rigorous training, too. He studied under some really big names like Vikku Vinayakram, the Gautam maestro.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and Harihar Sharma, too. He learned Western classical and Carnatic music. So, a really solid, diverse musical foundation. This wasn't just a hobby.
That's serious dedication.
Yeah.
And yet, before diving full-time into music or acting, he had a regular job?
Yeah, believe it or not, he worked as a medical representative for a time.
No way. From medical rep to music and movies, that's quite a leap.
It is. But he eventually left that to focus completely on music. He started composing jingles, scores for plays, too, for people like S. Vikshakar and Waigi Mahendra. So he was already in the creative scene, just behind the curtain, so to speak.
Okay, so the creative drive was always there. Which brings us to acting. How did that door open? Was it planned?
Not really, it seems. His first film was Ningal Kadavai in 1984, directed by the great Balu Mahendra. But the story goes, his entry was kind of accidental.
Accidental? How so?
He was initially cast as a musician in the film. So he wasn't stepping in primarily as an actor, but more using his existing skill set on screen. It
Right.
sort of just happened.
Destiny, almost. Using his first passion to find the next. But the real breakthrough, the one that cemented him as an actor, this was later, right?
Yes, the pivotal moment seems to be 1992. The film Vanamelai, directed by another giant, K. Balachandar.
Ah, K. Balachandar,
Yeah.
a master filmmaker.
Exactly. And what's really interesting here is that Madhan Bob himself was apparently quite reluctant to pursue acting seriously, even then.
Really? Why? He was clearly talented.
That's the fascinating part. Balachandar saw that potential. He really had to persuade him. And the story goes, Balachandar wasn't just impressed by his general presence, but specifically by his laugh.
His laugh, of course. That became his trademark.
Absolutely. That incredibly distinctive, infectious laugh. Balachandar reportedly heard it, saw the potential in it, and that helped convince him. It's amazing how one unique trait can shape a career, isn't it?
It truly is. And that laugh, you hear it once, you don't forget it.
Yeah.
His face, the expressions that went with it, instantly recognizable.
Mm-hmm. And interestingly, that signature laugh itself was apparently inspired by another great comedian, Kakarada Krishnan, so there's a lineage there too.
Right. And that style, that unique timing, it led to an unbelievably prolific career. How many films are we talking about?
Over 600 films. It's staggering.
600. Just think about that workload.
Mostly supporting roles, yeah, but crucial ones.
Yeah.
He was the go-to for bringing that comedic relief, lifting the energy of a scene. He wasn't just background.
Definitely not. And some of those characters are just unforgettable, like Diamond Babu in Thenali.
Oh, absolutely classic. Or Manager Sundaresan in Friends. Just perfect comedic timing.
But he wasn't only comedy, right? He had serious roles, too.
That's right. People remember him in huge films like Thevar Magan and Chandramukhi. He showed real versatility. He could deliver dramatic weight when needed.
There's also that interesting story about directors wanting him for the first shot of a film.
Yeah, that's a lovely bit of behind-the-scenes lore. Apparently, some directors felt shooting the very first scene with Madhan Bob brought good luck, set a positive light tone for the whole shoot.
Like a lucky charm for the production. That says a lot about the kind of positive energy he must have brought to a set.
It really does. And think about who he worked with. Regularly sharing screen space with the absolute biggest stars, Kamal Hassan, Rajinikanth.
And holding his own right. Alongside Ajit, Surya, Vijay, he was just a constant presence in Tamil cinema for decades.
A constant and respected presence. There's even a story about Sivaji Ganesan himself, the Nadagar Thilagam, praising his performance specifically in Thevar Magan.
Wow. Praise from Sivaji Ganesan, that's huge. That speaks volumes about his acting chops, beyond just the comedy.
Exactly. It shows the depth that maybe sometimes got overshadowed by that famous laugh.
Okay, so we've got the iconic actor, the comedian, the musician, but there's another layer to his story, isn't there? Something maybe less known, but incredibly significant.
This is perhaps one of the most surprising and frankly amazing parts of his life, his role as a mentor.
A mentor to whom?
To A.R. Rahman.
Get out, the A.R. Rahman.
The very same. And this isn't just some rumor. Big names like Kamal Hassan and director K.S. Ravikumar publicly acknowledged Madhan Bob as Rahman's guru. They mentioned it specifically during the launch event for the movie Thenali.
That's incredible. How widely known was this?
That's the thing. It wasn't widely trumpeted, mainly because Madhan Bob himself was apparently incredibly humble about it. He consistently downplayed his own influence on Rahman's journey.
Wow. To have mentored a global music icon and be so quiet about it, that tells you a lot about him as a person.
It really does. Deep humility. He seems to have been a very grounded family man. Married to Sushila, 2 children. People described his home in Adyar as just a warm, welcoming place. No airs and graces.
That humility shines through. And he had other interests too, right? Beyond the arts.
Yeah, quite diverse ones. He was apparently deeply interested in astrology and negotiation, of all things. He really studied them.
Astrology and negotiation, that's an unexpected mix.
It is. It shows a curious mind, always learning. Which leads to another really interesting kind of humanizing detail about him.
Oh, what's that?
Well, it's known that in his everyday life, he had a stammer. He would sometimes struggle a bit with fluency in casual conversation.
Right, I think I've heard that.
But, and this is the fascinating part, when he talked about his passions, about music or astrology or negotiation, the stammer would vanish. He'd speak completely fluently, passionately, articulately.
That's amazing. It's like his mind just took over when he was in his element.
Exactly. Maybe his brain was working faster than his tongue could keep up, especially when he was deeply engaged. It's a real testament to his resilience, how passion can help overcome challenges.
Absolutely inspiring. And besides films and mentorship, he reached audiences in other ways too, didn't he?
He was a judge on that popular comedy show, Asata Pavatu Yaru, for quite a while. That really endeared him to a whole new generation, showed off his wit and personality outside of scripted roles.
Right. He just had this broad appeal, connecting with so many people, which makes his passing, it brings us back to where we started. August 2nd, 2025.
Yes, passing away just before midnight, 11:57 p.m. at his home. The funeral was the same day at Besant Nagar Crematorium. A very sudden, sad end.
And the timing with his last film release is just uncanny.
It really is. Chennai Files Muthalpakam released on August 1st, just the day before he passed. It feels like a final bow, doesn't it?
A poignant final curtain call. And the reaction from the industry, from fans, it's been overwhelming, right?
Completely. Social media was just flooded. Everyone talking about his kindness, that unique humor, how he just made people smile. There's a real sense of a void left behind.
You can feel it. His impact was just huge. Through all those films, that quiet mentorship, just his sheer presence on screen for so long, he really left a mark.
Undeniably. He wasn't just in Tamil cinema. He was woven into its fabric for decades, a true original.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, the hope is that you, listening, see Madhan Bob as more than just the comedian.
Exactly. He was a complex artist. That infectious laugh was real, but so was the musical depth, the surprising mentorship, the quiet humility. His story shows how passion and dedication, even without seeking the spotlight, can bring so much joy and shape things in profound ways.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? About those figures who aren't always front and center, the supporting pillars in any field, maybe even in our own lives.
Yeah. How often do we really stop and appreciate those people? The ones whose contributions are essential, but maybe quieter. Perhaps listening today might make you want to revisit some of his films.
Not just for the big stars, but to really watch him. See that sparkle he brought.
Precisely. And maybe reflect on the quiet influences, the humble mentors in your own life too. The ones who helped shape your path, perhaps without ever asking for thanks. It's a legacy worth remembering.